Hello and welcome to the 9 p.m. news on Voice of the People TV. I am Jerry Apelai.
And I am Vivian Oguche.
Before we begin the news, kindly visit our website www.vop.ng for fresh and trendy news. And now to the headlines. United States returns of $52.88 million. Diezani, Alison-Madueke'S loot to Nigeria.
An appeal court bars Federal High Court from dabbling into Kano Emirate tussle.
President Tinubu to attend the Sustainability Summit in the United Arab Emirates.
Johannes Ndigbo elects Senator Asuta Mbata as president-elect.
Makinde approves Wale's appointment as new Alafin of Oyo.
Well, in business, CBN launches non-resident account for Nigerians in diaspora.
And in entertainment, Olamide becomes first African rapper to hit 1 billion streams on Spotify.
And Nance denies planned protest against the choice of current Super Eagles coach.
And now the news in detail. The federal government has received from the United States the sum of $52.88 million in recovered assets linked to a former Minister of Petroleum, Diezani, Alison-Madueke'S. Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Lateef Fagbemi disclosed this today during the formal signing ceremony of the asset agreement between Nigeria and the United States in Abuja. Fagbemi explained that $50 million of the recovered assets would be deployed through the World Bank for the development of rural electrification projects, while the remaining $2 million would be used by the International Institute of Justice to expand the justice system and combat corruption. The minister said the asset return marks a milestone in the ongoing collaboration between Nigeria and the U.S. to combat corruption and uphold the rule of law. Meanwhile, the United States ambassador to Nigeria, Richard Mills, has charged the Ministry of Justice to ensure effective monitoring and utilization of the recovered assets to enable it benefit Nigerians.
Now to legal matters now. The Court of Appeal in Abuja has barred the Federal High Court in Kano from judging over the Kano Emirate legal tussle. Delivering the lead judgment, Justice Gabriel Kolawole said the appellate court's ruling that the Federal High Court has no jurisdiction in the Kano State chieftaincy matters is on the record that such cases can only be determined by the Kano High Court. The presiding Justice Mustafa Mohammed and another justice also agreed that the Federal High Court has no jurisdiction in the Kano Emirate legal battle. However, they disagreed that the case be returned to the Kano Chief Judge for reassignment to a state high court. Rather, they held that the proper order is to strike out the case. Consequently, they struck out the proceedings of the Federal High Court for lack of jurisdiction in the first instance.
Still on legal matters, where a federal high court in Abuja has given the Department of State Services the go-ahead to detain 10 suspected terrorists who had planned to launch a Boko Haram and ISWAP cell in Osun State for 60 days pending the conclusion of the investigation. Justice Emeka Wite held in a ruling on the ex parte motion moved by DSS lawyer Y.I. Umar held that the application was meritorious and accordingly granted. The DSS had in the motion listed Adamu Abubakar, Babangana Bashuli, Mohammed, Adam Mustafa Abacha, and Katuru Mohammed as the first to fifth respondents. The security agency also listed Babakura Abacha, Mohammed Siroma, Ali Gambo, Mohammed Umoru, and Mohammed Bundi as 6 to 10 respondents, respectively. The DSS in the affidavits deposed to by Yamuje Benye, an official of the agency attached to the Legal Service Department of the National Headquarters, explained that the suspects were arrested in the Ilesha East local government area in Osun State.
In the meantime, presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 general elections, Peter Obi, has called on the federal government to find lasting solutions to the worsening insecurity in the country. Obi, in his official X, also appealed that those in kidnappers' captivity be rescued, as he condemned the nation's worsening insecurity. The former governor of Anambra State said that the frequent wave of crimes in the country, especially kidnapping, is worrisome and causing a lot of fear in the land. He stressed that today, no one is spared the dangerous wind of kidnappings and killings blowing through various parts of the country. The leading opposition leader added that this is exemplified by the constant kidnapping and sometimes killing of farmers, teachers, and lecturers in different schools and universities, with the recent killing of the manager of College of Nursing Sciences, Ihiala, as an instance.
Away from that report, President Bola Tinubu is set to attend the 2025 edition of Abu Dhabi Sustainability Week in the United Arab Emirates, which will take place from January 12 to 18. The special advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, said the President will leave Abuja tomorrow to participate in the summit. Onanuga added that Tinubu's trip is on the invitation of the President of the United Arab Emirates, Sheikh Mohammed ibn Zayed Al Nahyan. The statement added that Tinubu will stress his administration's reforms, including those related to energy sufficiency, transportation, public health, and economic development. President Tinubu, who will be accompanied by the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Yusuf Tugaro, and other senior government officials, is expected to return to the country on Thursday, January 16.
Well, moving on, the presidency has warned Governor Bala Mohammed of Bauchi State over his sustained criticism of the tax reform bills before the National Assembly. Special Advisor to the President, Media and Public Communications, Sunday Dari, said in a statement that attempts to stampede or abort the tax reform bills must be regarded as undemocratic and self-serving. He said the President was clear that anyone or groups that felt strongly about the tax reform bills before the National Assembly should take advantage of the legislative process. Dari, who queried how Governor Bala is using the increased resources at his disposal to improve the quality of lives of his people, urged the governor to face governance and stop using President Tinubu to burnish his image.
In another development, Senator John Azutan Bata has emerged the new President General of the APES Igbo Social Cultural Organization, or ANESE, in the Igbo worldwide. The former senator representing Rivers East District in the National Assembly was elected the body's 13th President General during the organization's meeting in Enugu State on Friday. In his acceptance speech, he expressed gratitude for the confidence placed in him and pledged to foster unity among Igbo people and tackle key challenges facing the community. Azutan Bata, who hails from Rivers State in South Nigeria, will take over from Ozichukwu Fidelis Chukwu, who was appointed to complete the tenure of late Emmanuel Iwayawu from Imo State. Also, Prince Oke Wadinobi from Abia was elected the National Deputy President, while Emeka Sibiedo from Anambra State is the new Secretary General, alongside others elected to serve in various executive positions. The General Assembly meeting was attended by Governors Peter Mba of Enugu State, Hope Uzodimma of Imo State, and Charles Soludo of Anambra State.
Well, you're still watching PM News and Voice of the People TV. We'll be right back after this short break. Stay with us.
Welcome back. Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde has approved the appointment of Abimbola Owade as the new Alaafin of Oyo. In a statement announcing the approval today, the Commissioner for Information and Orientation, Dotun Oyelade, explained that Owade was chosen after extensive consultations as well as traditional divinations conducted by the Oyo Kingmakers, the Oyo Messi. According to the statement, Owade has been recommended by the Oyo Messi after thorough consultations and divinations and approved by Governor Seyi Makinde as the new Alaafin of Oyo. Also speaking, the Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs at Demola Ojo said the announcement ends the legal and social dispute that followed the passing of the former Alafin Oba Lamidi Adeyemi III on April 22, 2022. The state government urged the people of Oyo State to support the new Alafin and join the government in celebrating the historic moment while expressing optimism that the new Alafin would usher in peace, unity, and prosperity in the Oyo Kingdom.
And here in Lagos, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has urged the new board members of Lagos State Independent Electoral Commission to take advantage of innovative technologies to drive development. Governor Sanwo-Olu gave the charge today at the swearing-in ceremony of the 6 board members of the Lagos House, Ikeja. 3 permanent secretaries were also sworn in at the ceremony. The governor urged the new LASIEC board, led by the retired Justice Bola Ihile, to prioritize transparency and innovativeness. Governor Sanwo-Olu also charged them to uphold the principles of democracy by ensuring free and fair council elections.
Still in the Southwest, Governor Dapo Abiodun of Ogun State has approved the conduct of the 2023 and 2024 promotion exercises for 26,764 eligible public servants in the state. Disclosing this in a statement today, the head of service, Kehinde Onosoya, said the approved promotion exercise, including upgrades and transfers, covers eligible public servants within the core civil service. Others are teaching and non-teaching staff of government secondary schools, government primary school teachers, and personnel of state-owned boards, corporations, and parastatals, including the Olabisi Onabanjo University Teaching Hospital. According to Nosaya, a total of 26,764 civil servants across junior, senior, and management cadres in the state's ministries, departments, and agencies are expected to benefit from the exercise, which will involve only oral interviews as the assessment method. Also approved by the governor is the conduct of the December 2024 edition of the Combined Confirmation/Promotion Test and Compulsory Public Service Examinations for officers in the senior and junior cadres.
Well, let's take you to Enugu, where the state government says it has set aside a sum of 10 billion naira to renovate the Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium. The Commissioner for Youth and Sports Development, Lloyd Ekweremadu, made this known today in Enugu during the ministry's first management meeting for 2025. Ekweremadu said 3 billion naira has been budgeted for Agwo Games Village, while 200 million naira will be for the upgrade of facilities at the Enugu Sports Council Secretariat, located at Mpokiti Road, Independence Layout, Enugu. He further stated that the government plans to build an Olympic-sized swimming pool inside the stadium and as well rehabilitate the indoor hall, all geared towards enhancing the state's capacity to host the 26th National Sports Festival in 2026.
In another development, the Nigerian police force has detained an officer seen in a viral video with the Okoya brothers, sons of billionaire Chief Razak Okoya, engaging in naira abuse. Sports Force spokesperson Olumiwa Adejobi condemned the officer's actions, assuring the public that disciplinary measures are on the way. This incident follows similar cases, including the jail sentence for Bobrisky and the fine imposed on Cubana chief priest for similar offenses. POP TV's Oyindamola Olukutan has the rest of the report.
Police force has detained an officer seen in a viral video with Wahab and Rahim Okoya, sons of billionaire chief Razak Okoya, engaging in naira abuse. Force spokesperson Olumiwa Adejobi described the officer's actions as unethical, assuring the public that disciplinary action is underway. The video shows the Okoya brothers flaunting and throwing bundles of 1,000 naira notes to promote a song, with the officer participating in the act. The incident has drawn comparison to similar cases, including Bobrisky, who was jailed for 6 months for naira abuse, and Cubana chief priest, who was fined 10 million naira for a similar offense. The police reiterated their commitment to upholding discipline and warned against such violations of Nigerians' currency laws. As Voice of the People TV, we are on the street to bring you the opinion of citizens regarding the situation.
the system for our government has been corrupt right from day one. You see what is happening around the country now. You cannot tell me in our judiciary system, you will see the right thing to do. You will not do it. The Bobrisky issue and the Cubana issue, you see, so I'm not going to say it is from the government. This thing has been happening right from the foundation. So for me, like I keep on saying, that except we restructure this country, without that, we're not going to get it right. Because no matter what, if I should be a very clean and upright person to do the job, there are some cabals that would like to hold you back. And if you are not going to do it, you'll be kicked out or you'll be threatened. So these systems has been corrupt. So I'm not going to blame the judiciary in some aspects, because how can you say that we have a judiciary whereby it is being appointed by somebody? They should have a different organization or a different body that will handle the judiciary system. Not someone appointing a judiciary. If I'm going to appoint you in a particular post, you will do my wish. So if you're not doing what I ask you to do, I will kick you out. I will find every means to pull you down. That is what it has been happening in this country. So in some aspect, I'm not going to say the judiciary has some issue, because this thing has been right from the foundation. And when we are going to get it right is we need to restructure this country.
Without saying it, you should know that we are not living in a good country. It's full of corruption. They collect bribe in everything. So anyone that doesn't have money does not have say. They can even arrest you for what you know nothing about. So that is it. We are just managing the country that we have already entered, and you can't force yourself to leave it until you have made it to live, or God bless you to live. If God did not bless you to live, you'll be managing it. But we all know that we are not living in a good country.
The justice system is something you cannot describe. I mean, it's not a balanced thing, as a matter of fact. We have two ways to it. For example, somebody stole a tuber of yam, was sentenced to 3 months imprisonment. But our governors, our senators, they will cut away billions, trillions, and nobody talks anything about it. The past election that we saw was everything that transpired. At the final judgment at the Supreme Court or whatever, all the judges were found sleeping. And they said technicality instead of the rule of law. So it's just like that. So I wouldn't say anything about Okoya, the rest of them. The Nigerian system is something else. So let's watch and see the way it goes. I wouldn't be surprised anyhow they do it. I wouldn't be surprised. So that's Nigeria for you.
As this Naira abuse controversy unfolds, the Nigerian police force promises to take action, but question lingers about accountability and justice in the country. It's clear that many Nigerians are frustrated and calling for systematic change. For now, we'll keep following the story to see if justice is truly served. I'm Oyindamola Olukuto, reporting for Voice of the People TV.
Thank you, Oyindamola. And now to education. The Federal Ministry of Education has commended the University of Benin Technical Teachers Training Program faculty. Speaking during the ministry's visit to assess the facilities and manpower for its effective take-off, leader of the team, Olaniyo Gbemisola, expressed satisfaction with the institution's state of readiness to serve as a teachers' training center. She assured UNIBEN of the ministry's support, being one of the universities selected to kickstart the implementation of the program. On his part, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Administration, Professor Christopher Osobo, noted that trainees will have the opportunity to learn such skills as carpentry, tiling, welding, and bricklaying, among others.
On a sad note, a former Speaker of the House of Representatives, Dimeji Bankole, has lost his mother, Monsurat Bankole. Bankole, who died at the age of 78 after a brief illness, was the Adini of Egbaland. Consultant to the Ogun State Governor on Islamic Affairs, Sheikh Iskil Lawal, announced her death in a statement. The statement said the deceased dedicated her life to serving Islam and her community.
Well, coming up next, business, sports, entertainment stories. After this break, stay with us. Welcome back. Some business news now. The Central Bank of Nigeria has introduced the non-resident Nigerian ordinary account and non-resident Nigerian investment account for Nigerians in the diaspora. CBN announced the launch today in a circular signed by its acting director, Trade and Exchange Department, W.J. Kanya. According to the Apex Bank, the non-resident Nigerian ordinary account is an account that enables non-resident Nigerians to remit their foreign earnings to Nigeria and manage funds in both foreign and local currencies, while the non-resident investment account enables non-resident Nigerians to invest in assets in Nigeria in either foreign currency or local currency. Highlighting the benefits of the accounts, CBN said diasporans will have improved access to opportunities in the Nigerian economy and increased contribution to the diaspora community to the socio-economic development of the country.
Still talking business, the National Farm Produce Association of Nigeria has appealed to the federal government to set up a presidential initiative for oil palm development in the country. National President of the Association, Alfonso-Madueke'S, made the appeal in a statement with newsmen in Abuja. He said the initiative would generate 16 trillion naira to boost the economy through oil palm between now and 2030 and upgrade it from the current fifth largest oil producing nation globally to third position. He explained that currently the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security has set up a technical working group on oil palm strategy and roadmap development, which is a step in the right direction.
Some sports news now. The National Association of Nigerian Students has disassociated itself from a purported nationwide protest against the appointment of Eric Sekochal as coach of Super Eagles. Nan, who claims to be the clerk of Nan's Senate, threatening a nationwide protest over the appointment of Chel. Nan's Senate President Afiz Akinteye, in a statement, said the person holds no position in the organization as claimed, asking NFF to disregard the threat of protest. He described the position of the clerk as baseless and fraudulent, which does not represent the stance of the leadership of NANS or sentiments of students nationwide.
Still in sports, Super Eagles winger Chidera Ejuke has returned to full training at La Liga club side Sevilla after a long injury layoff. Ejuke was sidelined for 3 months after sustaining a hamstring injury in Sevilla's 5-1 loss to Barcelona last October. The 27-year-old was welcomed back by his teammate with a guard of honor in a photo shared by the club on social media. The former Royal Antwerp star is in line to feature in Sevilla's league game against Girona on Saturday.
Well, some entertainment news now. Nigerian rapper Olamide has surpassed 1 billion career streams on Spotify. He is the first African rapper to achieve the feat, thanks to his incorporation of Afrobeats in his music and collaborations. Last year, Olamide also made history as the first African rapper to be nominated for a Grammy. His collaboration or collaborative hit with Asake Amapiano was nominated in the inaugural Best African Music Performance category, but lost to Tyler's Water.
Also in entertainment, American rapper Doja Cat has surpassed her colleague Cardi B to become the second highest selling female rapper in history. Nicki Minaj remains the highest selling female rapper in the United States and worldwide, according to Billboard. Cardi B has also dropped to number 4 in the US but ranks third globally. Billboard ranked Nicki Minaj, Doja Cat, and Cardi B as the highest selling female rappers based on worldwide sales.
Well, that's it on the 9 p.m. news. But before we go, a quick look at the headlines. I told you that U.S. has returned $52.88 million Diezani Alison-Madueke'S loot to Nigeria.
Appeal court bars a federal high court from dabbling into Kano Emirate tussle.
We also told you that President Tinubu is to attend Sustainable Summit in UAE.
Ohane's Indigo elect Senator Sultan Bata as President General.
Also, Makinde has approved Wade's appointment as new Alaafin of Oyo.
CBN launches non-resident account for Nigerians in diaspora.
In entertainment, Olamide has become first African rapper to hit 1 billion streams on Spotify.
In sports, Nance denies a planned protest against choice of child as a Super Eagles coach. Alright, do well to subscribe to our YouTube channel. On YouTube, we are Voice of the People TV, and on all the social media platforms, we are VOP TV Live. I am Jerry Apelai.
And I am Vivian Oguche. Good evening.
Good evening.